There's actually a lot of people
John
that gone
Cena's
around.
going.
Oh, significance! This is the first WrestleMania in like 31 years that does not have Triple H, Shawn Michaels, or The Undertaker on the card.
Interesting. Wait, say it again. Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, or Triple H?
Yeah, pretty much. You said Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker. I'm like, well, it was 16. They didn't be it, but Triple H was there.
Yep.
WrestleMania 16. Yeah, so that's the first time. Yeah, that's interesting. First time and since WrestleMania 20 that John Cena wasn't on there either. He did something actually on WrestleMania 19, I think. He did a little something, I think it was, on WrestleMania 19, I think. But yeah, it's a weird ball game not to have one of those guys on there, at least with Cena. You know, I mean, them on there. It's not scheduled to be on. He's not supposed to be. I guess he's in Canada, whatever it is.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
As if, but that's all. Yeah, that's all I can really think of. But WrestleMania, the good time of the year. It's always the big kid coming out of everybody. WrestleMania. I'll be at home in my man cave watching it. You'll be at your place or at a WrestleMania party. We're not going to be there. Oh well, it is what it is. And they're going to be on Peacock, man. That's weird not to have it on the WWE Network.
I remember years ago it had issues on the network, and I really hope that they don't run into that issue on Peacock.
Yeah, I know, man. It's I don't like this whole Peacock thing. It's like just keep it on the network, but it's business. They didn't ask me.
Yeah, right. WWE's a business, and they're all about that first. But we'll call it a wrap. We're gonna have a couple episodes go up, one of which will be about WrestleMania 3. But to call this a wrap, you can get us listen to the podcast. Let me rephrase that. Wow.
Hey, by the way, we are gonna have a couple guests later this month too, so y'all keep tuning in, and we're booking some more guests. One we'll have, I think, next week, and a couple others will be later this month. So, tune in to that. What's that?
You made me think of something. So the way it works, and I just want to address this since we're doing on a recording of an actually. I did send out a tweet kind of explaining this. So when it comes to our episodes, what I do when I upload them is that they will first be non-including ads. We do need ads to run in some of the episodes, but that helps us recoup some of the costs for the hosting, because if we host it to get the podcast made available to them, we use a system called Spreaker. That's who hosts them. That's where all of it's stored. But we have to pay monthly for it. So we do put in ads in some of the kind of help recoup some of the costs. With that said, because I believe in doing a service to people that follow us, the first 5 days, if you download in that first 5 days, no ads. There won't be any ads in it after at all.
And Tom will probably get out of 3 days.
I again, either way. So after a few days, I will switch it up to turn on ads, which helps recoup some of the costs. So if you see ads in there, that's why. That's what it's about. And why it's there. But there's always be a time lapse in there, because again, I want to do a service to the people that do listen to us on a consistent basis, and that if you get to it within the first couple of days or a few days, you get an ad-free version of it. It's kind of like what a lot of podcasts will do with Patreon, but I'm doing it directly to the people that are listening to us without having a paid subscription through a system like Patreon. So that's what that's about. Down the line, we'll likely introduce a Patreon. And I'm actually looking into some other different methods to kind of help us there. But that was I wanted to address that. I did send out a tweet kind of explaining it. More or less, if you download within the first few days, you get the ad-free version. So do that. any case, with that said, you can find our podcast on Spreaker, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter at WrestlingSCool and him with the rest.
For Instagram, it's at Wrestling Still Cool. Facebook is Wrestling Still Cool. TikTok is at Wrestling Still Cool 90. And I forgot to mention at the start of the podcast, we're also now on LinkedIn. You get us Wrestling Still Cool, as well as you get us on email at wrestlingstillcool@gmail.com. Get a request a guest that we can interview, or a pay-per-view or show to review, or just say hello, or also get us on direct messages on social media.
Yes, and honestly, if you shoot us a message and it's entertaining, we'll read it on the air.
That's right. We will do that. Try to keep it a little bit clean if you can.
You can catch us outside. How about that? Old meme. All right. But that will be a wrap from us. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And
WrestleMania.
God, man, the tickets are so expensive. You can. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Have a good rest of the day.
Say it.
With that kind of money, you can take a trip to Las Vegas and forget about your whole trip. $3,000.